Donald Trump's voters are finding out that a liar is always a liar. And just because they tell you something you want to hear does not mean that they're telling the truth. In fact, it means they are lying. And Donald Trump's voters are finding out that the only person Donald Trump cares about is himself and the billionaires that he likes. Here is one voter on TikTok crying about the fact she's realizing that Donald Trump isn't looking out for her.
Like, I was all for fucking Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. And then hearing this whole fucking thing of like, so yes, I have my kid's dad on child support, okay? I get $200 a month for both of them, okay? What is $200 gonna do in California? Nothing, but it is what it is. I don't care. It's something. It's like something for me to take the boys out and do something fun since I can't do it on my own. Now with Trump passing the law that if your kid's on if you put your baby dad on child support, they're going to be getting the money from the child, like for child tax. How the fuck does that work? How does that work, dude? I'm literally the one that takes care of them 24/7, have for the past 10 years. How can he file and get all the fucking money when I'm the one taking care of them? He's been MIA for like 7 months. What?
And that's just the beginning. I'm sorry for that woman. That's terrible. I hope people who are feeling this way remember this, because Republicans, and this is something the Democrats have to work on. We have to speak to people like that. Like, that is a potential Democratic voter. We have to reach people like that, because I feel like that should be a Democratic voter, 100%. We believe in policies that will help make her life better. We certainly don't want to enact policies that make her life harder. And here is another group of voters who are realizing that Donald Trump meant what he said. Quote, "Us Latinos voted for Trump and thought he would keep his word. Now we're afraid to go to work."
This is so crazy that we voted for Trump. We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos. This is crazy that starting next week, multiple cities will be hitting immigration. That is so crazy that multiple people are scared to go to work. Where I work at, a lot of Latinos did not go to work, and that's crazy because we have a living too.
That's really hard to hear for multiple reasons. One, my heart really does go out to her, but also, I'm just gonna put it bluntly. I mean, maybe you in the comments can help me with this. I'm a little at loss for words. I know it's my job to have the words, but I just feel like, were you not paying attention? He said everything he wants to do, and he's starting to do it. Gosh darn it. And doing it he is, because he is raiding cities right now. Here is a map where the ICE raids have started taking place in San Francisco, in Denver, in St. Paul, in Buffalo, in New York, and Boston. And I just got a report from Harry Sisson that there is an ICE raid happening in Los Angeles as we speak.
We have some breaking news. We now have confirmed reports of ICE raids taking place in Los Angeles, California today as part of Donald Trump's expanded effort to target the West Coast. The Trump administration's mass deportation offensive expanded into Los Angeles today with pre-dawn roundups, part of a West Coast operation expected to run 7 days a week. Details of the LA raids were scarce as of this afternoon, but sources said migrants rounded up there were being held in ICE detention centers in California pending deportation. Officials are also expecting the sites to fill up quickly and are looking for more space to hold more people. ICE agents were also spotted in West New York, New Jersey, cuffing an unidentified Hispanic male and putting him into a van without asking questions. And as we know, Donald Trump recently issued an executive order to loosen restrictions on how immigration officers can conduct deportation raids, meaning that they can go into churches, schools, hospitals, and things like that. Now, I know a lot of Donald Trump's diehard supporters are going to celebrate this because they're morally bankrupt, but this is evil. There are a lot of people as part of these deportation raids that have been here for 10, 20 years. They're working a job, their kids in school, they're giving back to their community and paying taxes. And now just like that, they're out of the country. It's insane that this is what the Trump administration is focused on.
It is insane that this is what the Trump administration is focused on. And I just think about how this is, these are people who have children. They have lived here a long time, many of whom are not criminals. Some of whom are being arrested are American citizens and veterans being detained. ICE agents raided a New Jersey seafood store detaining U.S. military veteran. One of the guys is a military veteran, and the way he looked to me was because he was Hispanic, he is Puerto Rican, and the manager of a warehouse. It looked to me like they were specifically going after certain kinds of people, not every kind, because they did not ask me for documentation for my American workers, Portuguese workers, or white workers. So they are racially targeting folks, and they're scooping up anyone and everyone. This is not about targeting criminals. This is about going after people who are a certain race. It's wholly un-American, and it's also causing a chilling effect in our food industry, where at least 70% of undocumented migrants are not showing up to work. I mean, look at all of these headlines here. Here's Cal Matters is President declares a border emergency on day one. California's targeted immigrants lie low. Fear, confusion in Woodburn. This is in Oregon Public Broadcasting. Immigrants drive Nebraska's economy. Trump's mass deportations pledge is a threat. Chicago immigrant hub. Neighborhood goes quiet amid fears of first Trump deportation raid. So this is impacting blue communities, red communities, American communities. And yes, we should find a way to get people who are in this country and are dangerous out of here. But there are a lot of hardworking people who are just trying to chase the American dream, who should have an opportunity if they're willing and hardworking and want to be here and want to become an American. We should find a humane way to make people citizens. And this is also having an effect on the way that Americans are treating each other. Look at this disgusting moment at a PTA meeting.
When I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave. That is disgusting.
So that is the effect of what it means to have leaders who are bigots and fascists. This is what happens. People feel like they can say things like that. They feel like it's okay to say things like that. That is an American citizen, pays taxes, has kids that go to public schools, having at a PTA meeting expressing his concerns about his child's safety. And that is what someone responded with. But that is the point of the MAGA agenda. It is not to make America great. It is to divide us so that the oligarchs, the billionaires, and the elite can conquer us.